जैसे ये है T20 वैसे T10 होगा, उसके लिए अलग ऑप्शन होंगे। अच्छा वो अलग होगा, ऑप्शन एंड एवरीथिंग आज का ऑप्शन।
Yes, sir. A cheery good evening and a warm welcome to the 27th league match in this GSC T20. Today's match, team Chargers versus team Gangsters. We'll just have a look at the center pitch. Today it's looks like quite dry. Just let us have a knock at it. Yes, reasonably hard, but the cracks are absolutely visible. And as we move ahead in this match, the cracks might just slightly open up. We can see the marks of the spikes yesterday from yesterday's match. So slightly dry, but nicely rolled out. A tinge of grass in the center and the length area at the other end, but it is nicely rolled, evenly rolled. So definitely the team that wins the toss would try and look to bat first, maybe. Yes, that's the news from the center pitch. Slightly dry but nicely rolled. A few cracks that might open up in the second half. Thank you. Yes, the toss will happen in the next few minutes. And to do the toss, we'll have Mr. KK Jain Saab, the founder member of the Goregaon Sports Club. Yes, indeed. Very sad news that we've received today. There you can see on screen the Queen of Melody, Bharat Ratna, Lata Didi Mangeshkar is no more with us. Indeed, not just the Queen of Melody, the Nightingale of India, as she's always been called. She got the Bharat Ratna Award in the year 2001, and she's got quite a few other awards as well, like the Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, Dada Saheb Phalke Award. More than 30,000 songs she has sung in different Indian languages over a career spanning more than 7 decades. It's a huge, huge loss, not just to Bollywood, but to the nation as a whole. Yes, we will indeed be paying our tributes to Lata Didi today before we start this match. Thank you. Yes, may I request KK Jain Saab, the founder member, to please come on the center pitch. He's already a yes. Good evening, sir. Warm welcome. Yes, a cheery good evening and a warm welcome, both the captains in all readiness. This is the 27th league match of the GSC T20, just about at the edge of the threshold of the business end of this tournament. The two captains, the captain of team Gangsters, King Shukrai, and the captain of team Chargers, Daksh Agarwal. Who's going to take the call? Daksh is going to take the call. KK Jain's up to flip the coin. Here we go. Heads is the call from Daksh. It is tails. Kingshuk, you won the toss. What are you doing?
We're going to bat first.
Okay, you're going to bat first, and I'm sure that you would be more than keen to put up some fantastic cricket. You're leading a great side. Unfortunately, it's not been your tournament, but still you would like to exit on a good note.
Yeah, definitely. If you look at the past games, it is like we were in the winning position, but still we lost. So I guess there was a luck factor also, and also we had a bad fielding this thing in the match. So I hope we exit on a good note.
Thank you, Kingshuk, and here's wishing you the very best. And we have with us Daksh. His team's graph is really on the up. Daksh, you've lost the toss, but I'm sure that you have a plan B up your sleeve as well.
Yeah, actually not that sad to lose the toss because we were going to field any which ways. The team's been shaping up really well and we are looking to make it to the qualifier one and not the eliminator. And on a given day, you cannot let go of any team. You know, Gangsters, they've put up a show against every team they've played. They've put riders under the gun and they've put a team like Warriors under pressure. So on a given day, any team can do its best, and what matters is the quality of cricket that we play in the next 3 years. So that's going to define the structure of our team.
So how bright are your chances of making to the first two?
Actually, the chances are very much in our favor. If I'd say if we win both the matches, we'll end up facing Riders in the qualifier one. However, if we lose one of the matches, Warriors has a greater chance to finish at the top 2 position.
Thank you, and wishing both the teams the very best. We assemble for the customary group photograph. Yes, may I have your attention, please, everybody? Yes, today we've lost Bharat Ratna Lata Didi Mangeshkar, not just the Bharat Ratna, but also the Queen of Melody and the Nightingale of India. She sung more than 30,000 songs in different Indian languages over a career spanning more than 7 decades. Alongside Bharat Ratna, she won the Padma Vibhushan, the Padma Bhushan, Dada Saheb Phalke Award, so many awards she's won. Indeed, a great loss, not just to Bollywood, but to the nation as a whole. So, Goregaon Sports Club will pay its tributes. Over to Karan Bhai.
मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है जितने भी लोग ग्राउंड पे हैं और वॉकिंग ट्रैक पे हैं, हम 1 मिनट का मौन रखेंगे लता मंगेशकर जी के लिए. विल पे अवर ट्रिब्यूट टू हर. सो प्लीज एवरीबडी. ओम शांति शांति.
Yes.
आजा. Thumbs up, everybody, come on! Yes, make some noise! Yay!
Ganapati Bappa! Yes, Goregaon Sports Club has indeed paid their tributes to Lata Didi. लाखों इंडियंस के दिल पर जिन्होंने राज किया, जिस आवाज ने दबदबा बनाया, बिल्कुल एक भारतवर्ष की सबसे मशहूर आवाज लता दीदी अब हमारे बीच नहीं रही, लेकिन हर इंडियन के दिल में उनके गानों के माध्यम से हमेशा लता दीदी जिंदा रहेगी. और फिर से एक बार उनको भावपूर्ण श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करता हूं गोरेगांव स्पोर्ट्स क्लब की तरफ से. धन्यवाद. Yes, we'll have a look at the highlights of yesterday's match. Tushar will. It is tails. Rahul, you won the toss. What have you decided?
So we are going to bat first.
चलिए अब जो स्क्रीन पर लता दीदी का जो गाना हम एक थोड़ा पेश करेंगे, उस गाने को लगातार 25 सालों तक हर स्टेज इवेंट, हर ओकेशन में पब्लिक डिमांड पर लता दीदी ने पेश किया। वही गाना आप सभी के लिए कुछ। यस, जवाहरलाल नेहरू साहब के भी आंखों में आंसू थे जब इस गाने को सुना था, और सभी के दिल को छूने वाला ये गाना आपके सामने बस हम पेश करते हुए।
कुछ याद उन्हें भी करो, कुछ याद उन्हें भी करो, जो लौट के घर ना आए, जो लौट के घर ना आए। मेरे वतन के लोग जरा आँख में भरो, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी। मेरे वतन के लोगों जरा आँख में भरो, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो। जब तक थी सांस लड़ेगा, जब तक थी सांस लड़ेगा, फिर अपनी लाश बिछा दे, संगीन पे धर कर सो गए अमर बलिदान, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी। जब देश में थी दीवानी, वो खेल रहे थे होली, जब हम बैठे थे घरों में, जब हम बैठे थे घरों में, वो झेल रहे थे गोली, थे धर्म जवान, थे धर्म जवान, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी। कोई सिख कोई जाट मराठा, कोई सिख कोई जाट मराठा, कोई गुरखा कोई मदरासी, कोई गुरखा कोई मदरासी, सरहद पर मरने वाला, सरहद पर मरने वाला, हर वीर था भारतवासी, जो खून गिरा पर्वत पे, वो खून था हिंदुस्तान, जो शहीद हुए हैं उनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी।
दिलों पर अपने उस वॉइस के माध्यम से उन्होंने राज किया। ये जानते वो बिल्कुल हमारे राइट विंग रवि जानते के हाथों में हम अंपायर्स भी बिल्कुल तैयार इस मैच के टॉस को जीता है टीम गैंगस्टर्स ने और एक बहुत ही सकारात्मक निर्णय लिया है, बल्लेबाजी करने का फैसला लिया है। टीम चार्जर्स जैसे कि दक्ष ने बताया कि ये मैच बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है। हालांकि इस टीम ने क्वालिफाई कर लिया है, दे आर अमंग्स द टॉप 4, लेकिन अब उनकी मंशा यही है कि टॉप 2 में जाए, फर्स्ट और सेकंड पोजीशन में जाए। प्रकाश लिंगा और करण सिंह वालिया की जोड़ी सेंटर पिच पर बल्लेबाजी करने के लिए उतरती हुई। ये एक जबरदस्त मौका है करण भाई के पास कि एक अच्छा नॉक खेले, थोड़ा सा सभी को इंप्रेस करे और एक अच्छी एग्जिट उनकी टीम के लिए आज इस मैच के माध्यम से हो। गैंगस्टर्स प्लेइंग 11 की तरफ रुख मोड़ते हैं। किंगशुक, कैप्टन आयुष, चांदप्रीत, करण भाई, किशोर पांडे जी, प्रकाश, यतीन, विकास, सुंदरेशन, सिद्धार्थ और मोनिश। ये था प्लेइंग 11 टीम गैंगस्टर्स का। और अब टीम चार्जर्स के लिए प्लेइंग 11 की तरफ थोड़ा सा रुख मोड़ते हैं। स्ट्राइक पर प्रकाश लिंगा और उन्हें कंपनी देने के लिए नॉन स्ट्राइक एंड पर करण भाई। Amarkant Jain will open the bowling attack from the far end. Happy, a very experienced bowler. This is a very, very important match here, and Daksh will like to make sure that he tries out all his options and they strategize for the remainder of the tournament. And yes, we'll have the countdown on screen. Here we go. Yes, can we have Karan Bhai's profile on screen?
Hi, I'm Karan Singhwalia, right-hand batsman, and I can hit the ball anywhere. Ten, 9,
8,
7,
6,
5, 4, 3,
2,
1. Let's play.
It's playtime. Here we go. Starts off with a very tight delivery and very compact in his defense. Prakash Linga has been in good form since the last 2 matches. Is making his presence felt out here, and to give him company, Karan Singh Walia, the non-strikers end. As always, Happy will make sure that he tries and lands the ball in the right areas. A very experienced bowler, a smart cricketer. Nicely cut away, standing tall on that delivery, punched away. Off the mark, Prakash Linga with that confident looking shot, and as an opening batsman for the first time in this tournament, Karan Walia will face Happy. A very job as the chairman of the Outdoor Sports Committee, Karan Bhai Walia. This is a big chance here for him to have some good practice in this match. Very nicely balanced with his stance. Karan Singh Walia, a high back lift. This is a big opportunity for Karan Bhai here. Let's it go. We have just giving it the direction. Nicely placed between the man at gully and point. Score at the end of the first over. 2 runs for the loss of no wickets. Having won the toss, the team Gangsters have decided to bat first. This is a wonderful evening here at the Goregaon Sports Club. Since the last 7 to 8 days, a cool breeze blowing across the ground. Yes, in the meantime, let's have a look at the playing 11 of Team Chargers. Led by Daksh, Aryan, Happy, Parag, Mohan, Vivek, Ujjwal, Snehit, Sachet, Rajesh Patni, Nishil. Sachet Agarwal will bowl from the commentary box and is somebody who gets such a good shape on the ball. A very sleek operative with the new ball. Karan Singh Walia, the man on strike, facing Sachet. 2 for no loss at the end of the first over. Nicely driven, such a confident looking shot. That will really do his confidence a world of good. For any batsman, that kind of a shot so early in your innings will induce that much required confidence. Getting a nice long stride to the foot, to the pitch of the delivery, nicely driven in copybook style. Slashing it over the head of the man at deeper gully. That was intentional. He didn't hold back. He gave it his all. And when you play that kind of a shot, it is very imperative that you just give it your all. It cannot be a half-hearted shot. That was intentional. A dot shot boundary to the credit of Karan Singh Walia, starting to look good with that boundary in this second over on to 8. The ball keeping low and nicely fended. Quite early in the innings, Karan Bhai Walia is meeting the ball with the meat of the blade, and that will be a big morale booster for him. This is an important match as Team Gangsters would like to exit this tournament exhibiting their full potential. A good opportunity for somebody like Karan Singh Walia to have a good shot here. A dot ball, the score remains steady on 8. A slightly half-hearted shot, just poking his bat. One more ball to come in this second over. Karan Singh Walia is very passionate about the game, and he does practice a lot, and he does take that effort to stay fit. So he will not throw it away. He will try and make the best of this opportunity presented to him. Letting the ball come into him, playing it very close to his body. The score at the end of 2 overs is 9 for no loss. A quiet but a steady start here for Team Gangsters, having won the toss, elected to bat first. 2 ओवर की समाप्ति पर रन संख्या है 9 रन बिना कोई नुकसान के. बड़ी रौनक होगी आज भगवान के दरबार में. संगीत का खजाना पहुंचा है जमीन से आसमां में. बिल्कुल, जिसने भी इन शब्दों को बयां किया है वाकई में बिल्कुल सही. अमरकांत अपने स्पेल को बरकरार रखेंगे. स्ट्राइक पर करण भाई. पूरा सम्मान देते हुए बैक टू द बॉलर खेला है करण सिंह वालिया ने. एक अच्छी शुरुआत. करण भाई जिस तरह का नेतृत्व करते हैं इस टूर्नामेंट को ऑर्गेनाइज करने में, बखूबी साथ निभाते हैं. हैप्पी. ना केवल आउटडोर स्पोर्ट्स कमेटी के चेयरमैन करण भाई इस मैच को खेलते हुए, बल्कि इस T20 लीग के चेयरमैन विवेक भाई नरसरिया आमने सामने. यस, देखिए स्क्रीन पर टीम चार्जर्स ने आज लता दीदी को ट्रिब्यूट पेश करने के लिए ब्लैक बैंड पहना हुआ है, और बिल्कुल इतना जरूर बनता है. आज गोरेगांव स्पोर्ट्स क्लब ने सही मायनों में श्रद्धांजलि भी पेश की है. हालांकि अब दीदी हमारे बीच नहीं होगी, लेकिन उनके गानों के जरिए हर भारतीय के दिल में बिल्कुल जिंदा रहेगी दीदी, द क्वीन ऑफ मेलोडी. कवर ड्राइव लगाने का वहां पर प्रयास किया था ऑन द राइज. थोड़ी सी गेंद बाहर की तरफ निकली. एक शांत शुरुआत यहां पर टीम गैंगस्टर्स के लिए, और हमेशा की तरह बिल्कुल बहुत ही जल्दी अपनी लय को प्राप्त किया है हैप्पी ने. बहुत ही अनुभव है, चट्टान जैसा अनुभव है हैप्पी के पास, और जब हैप्पी गेंदबाजी करता है तो बिल्कुल ये हमें सोच के चलना होगा कि लूज गेंद बहुत ही कम मिलेगी, और क्योंकि धीमी रफ्तार से गेंदबाजी करते हैं तो बल्लेबाज को बड़े शॉट्स लगाने में एक थोड़ा सा एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट भी करना होता है. ये उनकी गेंदबाजी की खास बात है. 3 ओवर की समाप्ति पर 10 रन बिना कोई नुकसान के, और अपने स्पेल को आगे बढ़ाएंगे साचित. स्ट्राइक पर फिर से एक बार करण भाई. फ्लिक किया है शॉर्ट मिड विकेट पर। कप्तान मौजूद दक्ष, जिन्होंने इस पूरे टूर्नामेंट में ना केवल अपनी टीम को बेहद अच्छी तरीके से लीड किया है, जब कभी जरूरत आन पड़ी है तब बेहतरीन इनिंग्स खेले। बहुत ही मंजे हुए खिलाड़ी है, बहुत ही बड़े प्लेयर है दक्ष, और फील्डिंग तो जबरदस्त की है इस पूरे टूर्नामेंट में दक्ष ने। काफी अंदर की तरफ गेंद आई, हल्के हाथों से खेला। करण सिंह वालिया ने 1 रन प्राप्त हुआ और काफी अरसे के बाद प्रकाश लिंगा अब फिर से स्ट्राइक पर होंगे। उस 1 रन के साथ इस चौथे ओवर में रन संख्या 11 रनों पर। करण भाई अपने पर्सनल 10 रनों के स्कोर पर जा पहुंचे और अपने कस्टमरी डीप मिड ऑन के पोजीशन पर दक्ष ने अपने आप को तैनात किया है। उस डीप मिड ऑन पर कम से कम 28 से 30 रन रोके होंगे इस टूर्नामेंट में दक्ष ने, ज्यादा लेकिन कम नहीं। नो गेंद का इशारा वहां पर हमारे सीनियर अंपायर विश्वास राव सर। तो फ्री हिट मिलती हुई प्रकाश लिंगा। अच्छी टाइमिंग नहीं, लेकिन कोई खतरा नहीं, फ्री हिट थी वो गेंद। चले, काफी समय के बाद किशोर पांडे को हमने उजागर होते हुए देखा है। रंगत में एक दबंग शख्सियत है किशोर पांडे। Yes, indeed, one of the superstar players of 45 plus. आइकॉनिक प्लेयर्स जीवन भाई राय, विकेट कीपर, बैट्समैन, जबरदस्त गेंदबाजी करते नई गेंद के साथ। किशोर पांडे सर, विवेक भाई नरसरिया सेमी न्यू बॉल के साथ तो बहुत ही अच्छी गेंदबाजी करते। करण भाई वन ऑफ द की प्लेयर्स, हैप्पी वन ऑफ द स्टार प्लेयर्स। बहुत ही बढ़िया गेंद, देखिए किस तरह से उस गेंद ने अपनी लाइन को पकड़ कर रखा। बहुत ही ज्यादा पोटेंशियल है साचेत के पास अब पीक होते हुए। दिस इज गुड न्यूज फॉर दक्ष के जैसे ही टूर्नामेंट की इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेज की तरफ बढ़ रहे, साचेत काफी रंगत में नजर आते हुए। थोड़ा सा पिछली खेला लेकिन कोई खतरा नहीं। अच्छी रनिंग बिटवीन द विकेट्स। करण सिंह वालिया और प्रकाश लिंगा के बीच उन 2 रनों के साथ इस चौथे ओवर में रन संख्या जा पहुंचती है 4 ओवर की समाप्ति पर 16 रन। एक शांत शुरुआत, लेकिन क्योंकि सभी विकेट्स हाथ में है तो कहना होगा कि एक स्टेडी स्टार्ट। बेस्ट बॉलिंग फिगर्स की तरफ गौर फरमाते हैं। प्रितपाल सिंह भराज 5 for 21 का ये स्पेल सबसे बेहतरीन, और कल पार्ट टाइम बॉलर मिकी मोदी ने सभी को प्रभावित किया। 5 for 23, थर्ड पोजीशन पे। वन ऑफ द मोस्ट डिस्ट्रक्टिव स्पेल्स दैट वी हैव सीन इन दिस टूर्नामेंट, जिस स्पेल के चलते पूरी तरह से उस इनिंग्स को नेस्त नाबूद किया। जुगराज मेहता 4 for 4 और 4 overs, 3 विकेट्स बोल्ड, 2 ओवर्स मेडन। और पर्पल कैप होल्डर संजीत श्रीवास्तव नंबर 4 के स्पॉट पर 4 for 16। ये एक दिलचस्प मुकाबला होगा विवेक भाई नरसरिया और करण भाई वालिया के बीच। दोनों ही सीनियर क्रिकेटर्स Vivek Bhai Nasaria bowling to Karan Bhai. बेहतरीन शॉट और गैप में भी खेला है, कोई मौका नहीं। जिस तरह से करण सिंह वालिया ने उस गेंद की लंबाई को जल्दी भापा, अच्छे पोजीशन में आए और करारा शॉट लगाया। जस्ट वॉट द डॉक्टर ऑर्डर, उस डॉट शॉट बाउंड्री के साथ रन संख्या 20 पर, पहले ही गेंद पर क्योंकि चौका लगा है, प्रेशर बनेगा। फिर से एक बार उसी तरह का शॉट और ये टाइम और भी स्क्वायर ऑफ द विकेट खेला था। इसके पहले का शॉट फ्रंट ऑफ द विकेट खेला था क्योंकि ये गेंद थोड़ी सी आगे की तरफ पटकी थी, तो ये गेंद स्क्वायर ऑफ द विकेट गई। बेहतरीन चौका, ग्रोइंग इन कॉन्फिडेंस, ग्रोइंग इन स्टैचर। एक अच्छी शुरुआत करण सिंह वालिया की। सीधे सीधा प्रेशर अब विवेक नरसरिया पर। हैट्रिक ऑफ बाउंड्रीज, करण सिंह वालिया के बल्ले से हैट्रिक ऑफ डॉट शॉट बाउंड्रीज। आक्रामक रंग पेश करते हुए यहां पर करण सिंह वालिया, जैसे मैंने पहले बताया कि ये एक बड़ा मंच है और एक बहुत ही जबरदस्त अपॉर्चुनिटी है करण सिंह वालिया को कि एक अच्छा नॉक खेले और सभी को इंप्रेस करे। थोड़ी सी छोटी गेंदबाजी की है और पूरी तरह से प्रहार करते हुए करण भाई ने 3 लगातार डॉट शॉट्स चौके लगाए। 24 पर नो लॉस। फिर से एक बार डाउनटाउन ड्राइव किया बैकफुट पर, वहां पर दक्ष मौजूद, केवल एक ही रन से समाधान मानना होगा। उस एक रन के साथ रन संख्या 29 रनों पर, जबकि 5वां ओवर इस वक्त मार्गस से। स्ट्राइक पर प्रकाश लिंगा, अब गेंदबाजी करेंगे विवेक नरसरिया। जबरदस्त विकेट ली है वहां पर विवेक नरसरिया ने। थोड़े से महंगे जरूर साबित हुए, लेकिन क्योंकि वो विकेट प्रकाश लिंगा का था तो बिल्कुल एक सफल ओवर। हर्ष उल्लास का वातावरण और कप्तान और सभी प्लेयर्स हौसला अफजाई करेंगे। विवेक नरसरिया की एक महत्वपूर्ण विकेट गिरी और स्वयं कप्तान किंगशुक राय विद द नंबर 7 जर्सी सेंटर पिच पर जाते हुए। Yes, we are checking the legality of the delivery. Here we go. काफी पीछे से गेंदबाजी की थी, बहुत ज्यादा फेयर। निशिल ने काफी अच्छा कैच लिया। नए बल्लेबाज कप्तान किंगशुक राय। What a player this man can be, Kingsuk Rai. So very experienced, such a cool customer, a very, very sporty guy as well, just the right kind of a guy to be leading any team. And as I've been made to understand that he leads the senior Goregaon Sports Club team in the Kanga League and all the major tournaments of the Mumbai Cricket Association. So Kingshuk Rai knows all these players like the back of his hand. Such a great cricketer, Kingshuk. Clean ball him. Even now Vivek Bhai Narsaria is on a hat trick. He's got his man there, Karan Bhai Singh Walia, who was starting to look dangerous after that hat trick of boundaries. Unfortunately, playing that shot just a little too early. The ball keeping slightly low, coming slower onto the bat, and it's clean bowled him. या चले हम चेक करेंगे वो डिलीवरी फेयर थी या नहीं. एक अच्छी बिजी इनिंग्स खेलने के बाद करण भाई पेविलियन में वापस आते हुए बिल्कुल फेयर डिलीवरी थी. The new man in Monish Shah. Score at the end of.
I am Monesh. I am a right-hand batsman, right-arm medium pace bowler. I like to play the cover drive.
Yes, Monish Shah impressed one and all the other day. He'll have to once again sparkle here today. The captain Daksh now to bowl to his counterpart. This will be interesting. Two of the best batsmen in the lineup of Team Gangsters now playing alongside each other. Kingshuk Rai and Monish, and Daksh now will operate with his left armers from the commentary box. And what an accomplished player. Two champion players up against each other, Daksh and Kingshuk. All the captains in this tournament have led their team so positively. Most of the captains have really led from the front. Just look at the captains of the first 4 teams. Starts with a dot ball, Daksh. Full stretch forward, playing with soft ends, good technique, smothering whatever spin that was there in that delivery. Score 30 for 2. Those 2 wickets bring Team Chargers nicely back in this match. This is the last over in the power play. The new man in Monish now on strike. A fast over, nicely played. The field will definitely slightly spread out after this last over in the power play. Very well bowled, slower through the air. That ball leaving the batsman just a wee bit, very well bowled, slower through the air, imparting quite a few revolutions on the ball. Score at the end of 6 overs, 30 for 2, the run rate exactly 5 over. Jivan Bhai Rai, Shrivals Bhai watching the proceedings from on stage. Big thank you to Pramod Kashyap sir for monitoring this whole coverage dynamics. Involved in the thick of things, Kashyap Bhai. Vivek Bhai to continue with his spell. He's on a hat-trick, mind you. It's clean ball, and he's got that hat-trick. Goodness me. This is unbelievable. That wicket was of Kingshuk Rai, he's castled him. He will have a fairy tale. He's scripting a fairy tale here. This will really be talked about in the corridors of Goregaon Sports Club for a long, long time. Goodness me. This is one of the most important spells of his career. And what a stage he's chosen. We will check the legality of that delivery. There we go. Yes. The third hat-trick in this tournament, Rahul Gala. Yesterday we had Jugraj and today Vivek Narsaria. क्या बात है? Siddharth, the new man in. Vivek by Narsaria bowling with his tail up, a hat-trick registered. Goodness me, this is awesome. What a feat by Vivek Narsaria.
Hi, I'm Siddharth Shah, right-hand batsman, wicket keeper, and I'm a gangster.
He is a gangster, yes indeed. A very good first ball to be bowling to a new batsman, making him play, inviting him to go for the big shot, trying to purchase the wickets here. Yes, good evening, Satish Agarwal sir. सतीश जी का हम स्वागत करते हैं. Well struck. No chance whatsoever. Making his intentions clear, Siddharth. With that, K. Talsania Construction 6. The score now on to 38 for 3. Good evening, sir. Yes, Moira is also warming up. Yes, so one more wicket. Goodness me, this is a fairy tale story. He is scripting a fairy tale here. Vivek Narsaria is collecting so much material to boast about for the next year or so. He's got so much to talk about now. Vivek Narsaria is collecting that material. Shrivals bhai. Wow, what a spell, man. On screen, we'll check the legality. Yes, he bowls from quite behind the bowling crease. So, absolutely safe. And the new man, S. Sundareshan, now walking at the center pitch. He is simply picking up wickets and wheel. Can we have S. Sundareshan's profile on screen? Yes, here we go.
Hi, I am Sundareshan, a right-handed top-order batsman. I play for the Gangsters. We play hard, we play to win.
Four wickets to Vivek by Narsaria. He is into just his second over. Is bowling with such good rhythm. He's just sticking to his basics and is waiting for the batsman to commit the mistake. So with that, single the score on to 39, 39 for 4. We're into the 7th over, one more ball to come. A good stretch forward. That was the first ball that Munish faced. He's seen 3 wickets falling from the non-strikers end, and now he has to make sure that he steadies the rocking boat. 7 ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद रन संख्या 39 रन, 4 विकेट के नुकसान पर अपने स्पेल को कमेंट्री बॉक्स एंड की तरफ से मार्गस्थ रखेंगे स्वयं कप्तान दक्ष। स्ट्राइक पर होंगे नए बल्लेबाज एस सुंदरेशन। लगातार विकेट्स गिरी है, अब इस जोड़ी को विकेट पे डटे रहना होगा, थोड़ा सा ऑर्थोडॉक्स क्रिकेट खेलना होगा, एक साझेदारी यहां पर निर्मित करनी होगी और एक सम्मानजनक लक्ष्य की तरफ अपने टीम को ले जाना होगा। A chance for a run out, but could not collect the ball at the first attempt. That was a risky run to be taking in this kind of a situation, but all is well that ends well. No harm done. 40 for 4. All the 4 wickets to Vivek Nasaria. What a delivery! Goodness me. I would really have to say that that delivery was too good for the batsman, too good to take that nick. Very well bowled. Hardly anything that any batsman could have done about it. Starting to bowl so well, Daksh. Nicely played. Wide. So no connection. 5 runs added. 5 precious runs takes the score to 45. The score at the end of 8 overs 46 for 4. सभी 4 विकेट्स विवेक नरसरिया के खाते में और अपने स्पेल का तीसरा ओवर लेकर फिर से एक बार फार एंड की तरफ से चलिए डॉट शॉट बाउंड्रीज के डायनामिक्स की तरफ देखते हैं। वेदांत गाडिया ने 59 चौके लगाए हैं इस टूर्नामेंट में, अनिकेत कवाड़े ने 35, रोहन गज्जर ने 29 और आर्यन पटनी बहुत तेजी से ऊपर आते हुए 29। आज मौका है आर्यन के पास कि अपनी उस टैली को आगे ले जाए। देखिए कितनी गेंद टर्न हो रही है और पिचिंग भी बेहतरीन। ये होता है आत्मविश्वास। जब आपके पीछे 4 विकेट्स क्रेडिट में है तो बिल्कुल एक अलग से आत्मविश्वास के साथ, एक अलग चेतना के साथ, एक अलग ऊर्जा के साथ आप गेंदबाजी करते हो। करीबन हर गेंद के साथ प्रश्न पूछते हुए, क्योंकि ये विकेट अब बिल्कुल जबरदस्त असिस्ट करती हुई स्पिन बॉलिंग को बहुत ही ज्यादा धीमी गेंदबाजी कर रहे हैं और उसी वजह से एक्स्ट्रा टर्न भी प्राप्त हो रहा है। काफी छोटी गेंद, बहुत समय मिला बल्लेबाज को कि बैकफुट पर जाए कट करे, लेकिन क्योंकि सीधा फील्डर के हाथों में थी वो गेंद, एक ही रन मिलेगा। रन संख्या उस एक रन के साथ अब 48 रनों पर। जब करण भाई ने 3 लगातार चौके लगाए थे, किसी ने क्या ये सोचा था कि विवेक भाई नरसरिया 4 विकेट्स ले लेंगे? वाइड गेंद, 49 रन। इस 9वें ओवर में और 3 गेंद आनी शेष। वहां पर दक्ष ने अपने आप को बैकवर्ड शॉर्ट लेग पर पेश भी किया था, गेंद थोड़ी सी शॉर्ट गिरी, पर 50 रन्स ऑन द बोर्ड फॉर टीम गैंगस्टर्स। काफी सटीक तरीके से अपने उस डिफेंसिव शॉट को एग्जीक्यूट किया सुंदरेशन ने। बहुत ही ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस्ड क्रिकेटर, बहुत ही पैशनेट क्रिकेटर है सुंदरेशन। बिल्कुल एक गेम चेंजिंग स्पेल के बीच विवेक नरसरिया, बिल्कुल एक ड्रीम स्पेल। और एक ओवर आनी बाकी, अब तक 4 विकेट्स पिक की है। अगले ओवर के बाद, इस ओवर के बाद ड्रिंक्स होंगे। इस वक्त 9 ओवर के समाप्ति पर 50 रन 4 विकेट के नुकसान पर। के तलसानिया कंस्ट्रक्शन 6 एट द टॉप ऑफ द टेबल। रोहन गज्जर 21 छक्कों के साथ। अंशुल जैन नंबर 2 स्पॉट 16 सिक्सेस के साथ। चिंतन शाह 3rd स्पॉट पर 15 छक्कों के साथ। और अनिकेत कवाड़े slowly but surely rising up the table at the number 4 spot with 13 sixes. Aryan Patni. Yes, Aryan Patni alongside Vedant Gadia and Yash Gadia, one of the most valuable players in the tournament, and it's fantastic to see the captain Daksh giving the license to Aryan Patni to be at its best, to be flamboyant, to play with freedom. Chance for a run out, would have wanted a direct hit. This is good cricket here, Aryan Patni. Nicely driven, exquisite timing, and the gap was also picked to a nicety. Dot shot boundary to the credit of Sundaresan. Such a confident looking shot, nicely getting that front foot forward to the pitch of the delivery. She playing it on the rise through the line. Good technique, very well played by Sundaresan. With that dot shot boundary, the score on to 55. Such a handy man to have in your team. A captain's delight as Sundaresan. Very well played, nicely fielded by Aryan. It is a follow through. very short on that occasion. Score at the, yes, we are into the 10th over. 2 more balls to come, 56 for 4. Yes, Mayura is ready to take over at the end of this over. Very soft dismissal. It's drink time. Monish will take that long walk back to the pavilion. 5 wickets down. Half the team back in the hunt at the stroke of a drinks interval. Over to Mayura.
Good evening, GSC. I'm back today and it's been a wonderful, wonderful 10 overs. A pleasure to watch. Great bowling and very good spirit that we are seeing from both camps, gangsters as well as chargers. With me, I have a person who's also supporting both teams, I believe. Just like me, Pramod Gupta ji.
Hello, hi, I am Pramod Gupta.
Pramod Gupta ji, good evening. How
Good
are you feeling? कैसे लग रहा है
But
आज?
I am feeling really great and it was worth watching this match. I never thought that Vivek Narsaria is going to take 4 wickets and that too in a hat-trick row, continuous.
Sir, Vivek Bhai has also represented the club many times for cricket. So
Yeah, that's true. It was
must
worth
know
watching.
that. Yeah.
Earlier I thought I will just watch few balls and go. But the moment game started and Karan Bhai initially hit continuous 3 boundaries in his
Yes.
continuous 3 overs, then I thought Vivek Narsaria is gone. You know, who is the bowler bowling this? But really I appreciate, and on both the sides we have our own players, so I cannot say who will win. So it is best of luck to both the teams and worth watching. I really enjoyed. Thank you very much.
So I'm going to ask you a question. You spoke a lot about Vivek Bhai right now. So I'm going to ask you, कितने wicket लिए आज उन्होंने?
विवेक भाई ने 4 विकेट लिए टोटल.
क्या बात है? So this you have to take home.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much and stay tuned. We are coming back in the next after the next 10 overs. Yeah. Over to the commentary box.
Thank you.
Hello. Good evening, Kosha. Is slightly late. Yes, the score at the end of 10 overs. 56 for 5. Half the team back in the hut, and Vivek Narsaria in the midst of a dream spell will bowl from the far end, about to start the final over of his spell. A man in sleep, a man at backward short leg, trying to take that crucial fifer. Only 2 guys have taken a fifer in this tournament. One was Mickey Modi yesterday, and the other one is Pritpal Singh Bharaj. More of enthusiasm, but he's in the midst of a dream spell. He's troubling all the batsmen, no ends. So good is his pitching. Yeah, this is like a honeymoon period here for Vivek Nasaria. Just look at his pitching. When the wicket is assisting you, you have to make sure that you do not go overboard. You got to stick to your basics when the wicket is assisting you in such a big way. You have to let the wicket do the rest. You just got to bowl wicket to wicket, and that is exactly what Vivek Nasaria is doing. He's grown in confidence, he's grown in stature. One more man in the leg side at the catching position. Slightly dippish forward short leg and backward short leg in place. Very short, very short. The final 2 balls to come in this over. S. Sundareshan facing Vivek Nasaria. Not the ideal length in the last 2 deliveries. 2 men in the catching position. Now the final ball to come in this spell of Vivek Nasaria. The final ball. Well played. Nicely played by Sundareshan. Dot short boundary. With that boundary at the last ball of the over, the score now on to 64-5 at the end of 11 overs. The analysis for Vivek Nasaria, 4 overs, 29 runs, 4 wickets. Good evening, Prasad Bhai Karkera. Welcome. Aryan Patni, yes, definitely one of the most talked about players in this tournament, who is indeed living up to the reputation of being the most expensive player. It's been a grand stage here for him, and he's continuing. And so much of credit needs to be given to the senior management of Team Chargers for providing this kind of an opportunity to Aryan Patni to flourish. The environment is absolutely right, and yes, lot of credit to Daksh. That was a fast over, and a piece of misfielding by Vivek by Nasare. The ball running away. The 3rd run has been taken, so 4 runs in the form of wides added to the tally of Gangsters. The score 64. A confident looking shot. 2 very handy players batting in tandem here. Vivek Vikas Bhosle and S. Sundareshan. 2 very useful cricketers. Both are all-rounders. Vikas is more of the bowling all-rounder and Sundareshan is more of the batting all-rounder. Deft touch, nicely guided towards the vacant third man region. Two men in pursuit. We'll have to wait and watch. Good piece of fielding, saving 2 runs for the team there. With that couple, the score now on to 68. Half the team back in the hut. It is Arvian bowling from the commentary box and one of the most valuable players. A man in great touch, in ominous form, Aryan Patni. What a batsman is turning out to be. A hat trick of match-winning performances by Arvian Patni. A century, unbeaten century, followed by 2 unbeaten half centuries, carrying his bat through. The average for Aryan in this tournament, he's playing the 7th match of the tournament. His batting average is in the region of 135 plus. This is only the 6th match. They've got one more match to play and the average is a staggering 135 plus. Tomorrow's match will be the last match in the league format. Team Warriors versus Team Chargers tomorrow. Highest individual scores देखते हैं. रोहन गज्जर 154, वेदांत गाडिया नंबर 2 पर 141 नॉट आउट, अनिकेत कवाड़े 112 नॉट आउट 3 नंबर पर, 4 नंबर पर आर्यन पटनी 110 नॉट आउट और किंग शुक्रा 104 नॉट आउट. Yes, Rajesh Patni now to bowl from the far end. A very economical bowler, very experienced bowler. To face him, S. Sundaresan. वेरी वेल बॉल. यस, पहले ही गेंद पर विकेट ली है. क्या डिलीवरी थी. ये विकेट पूरी तरह से स्पिनर्स को असिस्ट कर रही है. यानी जब ऐसी विकेट आपको मिले तो सही एरिया में गेंद को कराना बिल्कुल अनिवार्य हो जाता है. लीगल डिलीवरी देखिए स्क्रीन पर, बिल्कुल लीगल. The ball is literally making the batsman dance out there, especially from the end where Vivek Nasaria bowled his spell and now Senior Patni is bowling. That is really such a dangerous end here for the batting team, and now it is Ayush. That ball really did too much off the wicket. Not too much of a chance to S. Sundaresan to negotiate that delivery.
Hi, my name is Ayush Agarwal. I'm a right-arm fast bowler and my favorite ball is the bouncer.
For the moment, Ayush will have to concentrate on his batting. Yes, indeed, a bowling all-rounder. A very young and talented guy. A good future ahead of him. He needs to keep focusing. He needs to come up with the goods at a very important stage in his career. Alongside all the other youngsters, Ayush also one of the men to watch out for. White ball. A confident looking shot by Ayush. Off the mark, Ayush with that single. The score 71 for 6. Very short delivery, nicely cut away. A man in the deep there. Good pickup and throw. The length is really the key here. When the ball is turning, the ball is hissing like a snake. Your length is very essential. Length is the key. One more ball to come in this 13th over. In the midst of a good spell, he's already picked up a wicket here. One more wicket, yes, that length was crucial. One more wicket gone for Team Gangsters. Wickets falling like 9 pins. We'll check the legality, yes. There we see on screen legal delivery. Yes, Chandpreet Singh Walia, the owner of Team Gangsters. Projected score, current run rate 110, 8 and over 128, 10 and over 142, 12 and over 156. $72 for 7. Vikas on strike. Nicely cut away shot in length by Daksh. A very rare occasion when he's bowled so short. He really played that shot like a top order batsman. He's got so much of talent. He's got good potential. Quite a handy batsman. Vikas can prove to be. Such good cricket. He's playing like a proper batsman, like a top order batsman, Vikas. A very experienced cricketer, very intelligent. And can we have the player profile on screen?
Hi, my name is Chandpreet Singh. I'm a right-hand batsman and a right-hand bowler. I love to hit for a 4.
Chandpreet Singh. Very watchful at the start of his innings. He's been given an opportunity. A firm push, slightly uppish, but no harm done. Quite intentional. Off the mark here, Chandpreet Singh. With that single, the score on to 78. 7 wickets down. The ball keeping low. Well done by Vikas to get his bat down in good time. That was really fired in. Very experienced bowler, Daksh. This is a good contest between Daksh and Vikas. Vikas really giving a good account of himself. He's played most of his deliveries quite the right way. Good positive language. Score at the end of 14 overs, 78 for 7. And it will be Chandpreet Singh to face Rajesh Patni, who's already picked up 2 wickets in his very first over. Having given away just 3 runs, he's picked up 2 wickets in his very first over. That will induce so much enthusiasm in his psyche. He will be bowling with his tail up. His son Aryan is really making a name for himself, but in the backdrop somewhere, even Rajesh Patni is going about his business in a very positive way. He's not just thinking about the cricket of his son, but he's trying to exhibit some good cricket himself. One of the iconic players of 45 plus, giving a good account of himself in this open GSC tournament as well. Nicely driven. He's looking to stay positive. He's looking a busy batsman, Chandpreet Singh Walia. With that single from Chandpreet's bat, the score now on to 79, 7 wickets down. We are into the 15th over, being bowled by Patni Senior. .80 with that single. It's looked quite good, Chandpreet Singh, during his brief stay at the wicket. Is still there, unbeaten. And both these batsmen will really like to take their team to some sort of respectability. A good piece of fielding there. Brilliant fielding. The throw at the wrong end. Chandpreet had backed so much. He was quite down the wicket. Good piece of fielding by Sachit. Score at the end of 15 overs, 81 for 7. Vikas is looking good, and even Chandpreet looks like he's got the capability to give good company. Yes. Aryan now coming back into the attack. He's bowled 2 overs, 15 for 1. Well timed, superb timing. What a shot. He's really looked so good in his brief stay. So now this is the chance for Team Gangsters to pose something in the region of 115, 120. Vikas is quite an accomplished batsman and he's looking so good, and this is such a good start here for Chanpreet Singh Walia. He's looking busy, he's looking positive. Quite a refreshing approach by a low middle order batsman like Chan. It's clean ball aim, going for that hoik over the mid wicket fence. Yeah, we will check for the legality. Here we go. Yes. No chance. And the new man with the number 99 jersey, one of the star spinners in this tournament, Yatin Telang. Chanpreet will not be happy because he was looking good. He was almost meeting each and every delivery with the bat, with the meat of the bat. Unfortunately, one more wicket going down for Team Gangsters, and now 8 wickets gone. Can we have Yatin's profile on screen?
My name is Yatin Telang. I am a left-arm orthodox bowler and a right-hand batsman, and I am a gangster.
Really like the way how they emphasize on I am a gangster. Yes. Aryan has picked up the second wicket in his spell. Those will earn him quite important points as he goes up the table as far as the most valuable player of the tournament is concerned. Oh, Daksh is not the one to miss out on those. What a catch. Just look at the way he timed his jump. That requires talent and experience both. The timing of the jump, Shivers bhai, was perfect. So all this comes with experience. You got to be street smart. We checked the legality, quite a legal delivery. No problems on that count. Nicely pouched. Yes, yet one more player on a hat-trick. Last 2 days, we've seen at least 4 bowlers who have been on a hat-trick, and two have already picked it. The 2 players since yesterday to pick up hat-tricks, Jugraj Mehta and Vivek Bhai Nasaria. Yes, the Dabang Kishore Pandey. Player profile.
I'm
Yes.
Kishore Pandey, right-handed batsman, right-arm fast bowler, also known as Sultan of Swing.
क्या बात है the Sultan of Swing, क्या बात है. Yes, a positive character, interesting man. Good cricketer, mind you, a very good cricketer. He operates so well with the new ball. He likes to be involved in the thick of things always. Kishore Pandey. Yes, Aryan is on a hat-trick. The first aim for Kishore Pandey is to prevent that hat-trick from being taken. An attacking field set for Kishore Pandey. He will not like this. Nicely played by Mr. Pandey. Nicely played. Yes, we will see pretty soon the Sultan of Swing in action. 16 overs, 85 for 9. Team Gangsters definitely in a spot of bother. The last batting pair at the crease for Gangsters, Kishore Pandey and Vikas Bhosle. And now from the far end, it will be Daksh, the captain, looking to take that last wicket and try and finish this game soon. Vikas Bhosle. He's been quite impressive in this tournament. Vikas Bhosle, such a committed player. He always gives his 100%. Very smart cricketer, experienced. A captain's delight, somebody like Vikas. A flighted delivery, slow one through the air in the block hole. Well played, on the rise in flamboyant style. We'll have to wait and watch. The ball will indeed go past the boundary line. Dot shot boundary of the blade of Vikas Bhosle takes the score to 89 for 9. The last ball to come in this over from Daksh. That was played with so much of flair. Yes, welcome Vaibhavji. This is good cricket by Vikas to take a single of the last ball and gain the strike back. The score at the end of 17 overs and 90 for 9. They would really be wanting to put up 100 runs at least. That will at least make the performance a little more tidy. Yeah, Daksh spell reads 4 overs and 19 runs without any wicket. Goes wicketless today, Daksh, but was quite economical. Aryan to bowl the final over of his spell. He's picked up 3 wickets for 19. Vivek Nasaria, so impressive. Aryan Patni, Rajesh Patni, all very impressive. The spinners doing the destructive job here. All the wickets picked up by the spinners. All 9. Vikas is on to 13, having faced 16 balls with the help of 2 dot shot boundaries. Happy in the deep. 91. Kishore Pandey on strike now. Facing Aryan. He's always ready to interact with the opponents. He always is ready to take the fight to the enemy camp. Kishore Pandey, he likes to be called KP. What a shot, man. Superb timing over the mid-wicket region. So well timed. As I mentioned, he's such a good cricketer. Such a steady cricketer. Very strong in his basics. A captain's delight. Ketal Sanya Construction 6 takes the score to 98 for 9. Vikas playing so well. Slow through the air. The ball also keeping low. One more ball to come in this last over in the spell of Aryan. That single should have been tried to be prevented. Letting that single being taken easily with that single. The score on to 99 for 9 at the end of 18 overs. Yes, orange cap standings देखते हैं. Vedant Gadia 7 matches, 387 runs, 141 not out. Highest innings strike rate 163.98, 59 dot shot boundaries and 7 K. Talsania sixes. Vedant Gadia, the man with the orange cap on his head. 4 overs, 28 runs, 3 wickets. Yes, the guests on stage, Shribals Bhai, Prasad Bhai Karkera, Jivan Bhai Rai, Kike Jain Saab, our founder member. Rajesh Patni will now bowl from the far end. Rajesh Patni has bowled 2 overs and has picked up 2 wickets. And now he will get to bowl just 1 over because this is the 19th over. Through with this shot a little early. This has been a good handy innings by Vikas Vosley. He's almost 21 of 21 balls with 2 boundaries and 1 sixer. One more man added on the leg side. From short third man goes to short fine leg, Vivek Nasaria. Parag Shah at short third man. Daksh will never miss those. It's the end of Team Gangsters innings. They're all out for 99. 100 runs to win this match. Interesting. 100 runs to win this one. We'll check the legality of that delivery. Yes, once again, good evening, and Team Gangsters have put on 99 runs, 100 runs to win the target for Team Chargers, who seems to be picking at just about the right time. Meanwhile, we've got three champion players with us. The captain of Team Riders, Yash Gadia. First, we'll ask a question to Yash. Yash, your team has indeed performed so well, and the top 4 spots are already finalized. But we're just looking at a scenario wherein which team now occupies the number 2, number 3, and the number 4 spot. And that scenario is quite open. So your first thoughts on that scene?
That's a great scene to have. It is a surreal feeling as a captain that your team has finished on the top. But at the same time, you need to look at the playoffs and look at these teams who have performed really well. Like Chargers, they have been on a 5-win trot. So we don't have to take anyone easily, be it number 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And tomorrow's match is going to be the deciding match, the last match in the league format, Team Warriors versus Team Chargers. That will pretty much decide the standings on the table. At this point in time, anybody could qualify for that number 2, 3, and 4 spot. So it's quite open. And Yash, your team is nicely shaping up, and you all have been one of the most dominating sides, and you all have maintained that consistency right to the tournament. You're looking good.
Thank you so much. So it is more about the guys showing up for practice and working hard. And at the same time, we have a few points we need to work on, because playoffs is a place where everything is like open. You cannot run away and hide your weak points. Everything is open. You don't have a chance. So we have to work on that. We have 2 days, and I think guys are mentally prepared for that.
Yes, quite mature, these young champion players making a name for themselves. They are at a very crucial stage in their careers, and hopefully very soon we get to see a few guys at the Mumbai Premier League level, the IPL. Maybe you play for the city or play for the state and go on to play for Team India. I've got with me Jai Kedia, a very promising youngster. Jai, you have seen the youngsters performing so well. They've played like champions, and you two are one of the prolific players, but that very big innings has eluded you. So how geared you are to now come up with the big innings?
So I've been biding my time. They've been doing they've been getting the job done, but I think it's time I pull my own weight, and the knockouts are the best platform for me to do that.
Absolutely. Any extra effort that you're putting in to gather your thoughts, refocus, reorient, and come back with a bang and prove your mettle?
Definitely, like apart from working hard in practice, I've just thought of thought of the knockouts as a completely different tournament where I'm starting fresh, and there's only one way up from here.
Absolutely well said, and this is the right kind of an approach. There's nothing taken away from your talent. You are indeed a great guy with a great skill set, and as we move forward, I'm sure you will make your performances count. I'm with one more flamboyant player who really wears his expression on his sleeve. I have with me Neil Rai. Neil, just talk us through that catch that you took yesterday. Initially, I thought that you misjudged it, and I never thought that you would take that catch because there was something that was obstructing my vision, but in the end, that was a great catch. So just talk us through that catch.
You're right, I did misjudge it, and it went really high, and at first I thought it was closer to the 30-yard circle, so I ran inside, and then I realized that it was behind me, and even when I got under it, it was still, a few yards behind me, and it just stuck in my hand, to be honest. I just dived in that direction and stuck there.
Yes, so those were modest words, and indeed, you have been built the jaunty roads of Goregaon Sports Club. Yes, jaunty indeed, somebody who really brought that flamboyance and flair to the art of fielding. Who can forget those 5 catches taken by Jaunty at Brabant Stadium, and to live up to his reputation indeed is a big challenge. So what extra effort do you put into your fielding, and how do you train yourself? How do you prepare yourself as a fielder?
So I just focus on my fielding every day after training. It's not just batting and bowling for me. Fielding for me is something that I enjoy more than batting, in fact. So I prepare myself that way, and I feel that fielding is a very important aspect, especially in T20s. It wins you games. One boundary that you save, one catch that you take can change the game.
Yes, absolutely. You have to love your fielding, and you really want each and every ball coming to you as a fielder. So well done. And as a young gun, you're doing so well. You're batting so well. You're very aggressive on field, and you're looking to win all the matches. One of the star players for your team. You're indeed a big asset. So now we're coming towards the business end. And each and every performance will now be a do or die situation. So the champion players really have to be in the thick of things. You have to be in top notch.
Now is the time to perform. In fact, it's the last 2-3 matches of the tournament. We're playing against these guys, Chargers, all big teams now. So every performance counts. And as Yash said, now is the time to peak. The clutch players will be performing in this part of the tournament. And I wish these guys all the best.
Yes, the youngsters like you, they have been so good on the field and they have been so good with the words also, just about giving the right messages and encouraging, being good sportsmen. This is something that you work on?
I think that is the temperament you learn through sports, and that is the habits we inculcate watching our seniors and players who play for Mumbai or India. And that is what you learn from your peers. Like, you don't want to go and cross that line of speaking too much and knowing where and what to speak and performing with the bat.
Yes, mental toughness is definitely now going to be the key thing. As far as talent is concerned, most of the 4 teams will be on an even plate. The team that handles the pressure better on that given particular day will have a bigger chance. So it's all in the mind now. You got to be very strong mentally. You got to have that self-belief in your own self and put your best foot forward. So it's going to be the key thing, the mental aspect now.
Definitely, as players, more than the physical aspect these days, we are told to look at the mental aspect, and because after a certain point, it is just mental aspect, and knockouts is all about that, who excels the player mentally, because if the teams can reach the knockouts, it means that they are at par on the skill level.
And Jay, now your thoughts on this tournament? It's the inaugural edition, but looks like this is going to be a signature event of Goregaon Sports Club, setting a high benchmark courtesy these brilliant performances by the youngsters. This has been a great tournament. And any thoughts on this particular tournament? Any suggestions for improvement or any praises for Karan Bhai Singh Walia and his team of the organizing committee?
So this tournament we've been playing yearly. Obviously, it's rebranded now, but it's been improving year by year. And this year, the quality has been the biggest change, I feel. The scores where usually they'll be 120 odd. This year, we're seeing 160 plus. So I'm just hoping it continues on this curve and it helps players actually, they're getting the best platform. So for us to get better and better, this is ideal. So just kudos to that.
Yes, thank you. And those were the 3 promising and prolific players. Thank you and wishing you the very best, especially for the remainder of the tournament. And hopefully we really wish and pray that we soon see you at the very top level. Best of luck. Have a great career. Have a great future. Hello.
Clean and pure air is so essential for healthy life. But you never know when things just might not be right. Every day, our home is bombarded with microscopic particles like wind laden with germs, viruses and bacteria, black fungus, molds, allergens like dust and pollen, odors, smoke and soot. It is always better to be prepared to protect yourself from any such exterior attacks. Burgay introduces the all-new Iron Dome, your protector. Let's understand the theory behind the Iron Dome. The generator produces millions of positively charged and negatively charged ions, which are fired out from the Iron Dome. These ions are scattered in the air and are surrounded by water molecules. Such ions are found in abundance in nature, such as in the forest, near waterfalls and oceans, and are completely harmless to humans. The positively charged and negatively charged ions instantly bond with the surface of microorganisms, causing a chemical reaction resulting in the creation of highly reactive OH groups called hydroxyl radicals. The hydroxyl radical takes up a hydrogen molecule from the cell spike protein or cell wall of an airborne microorganism, be it a virus, fungi or bacteria. This chemical reaction forms a harmless water molecule as a byproduct and swiftly tackles suspended and surface microorganisms. Dust, pollen and soot also settle down harmlessly on the floor. It is so versatile that it can easily fight bad odor and smoke as well. The Iron Dome is ozone-free, self-contained and needs no refilling and does not contain any filter that may require replacement. The Iron Dome can be safely installed on any stable surface to defend you from any invisible air-laden attacker. The Iron Dome is available in a range of color combinations to choose from. Burgay brings to you the Iron Dome, a unique air purification technology, a protector of your family and your loved ones. Burgay, for a healthier and better lifestyle.
My name is Aryan Patni. I'm a right-hand batsman and a right-arm spinner. My favorite shot is the cover drive.
Yes, Ujjwal Nikam, the man on strike. Ujjwal Goel.
10,
9,
8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
2, 1. Let's play!
Kishore Pandey managing to take that outer edge of Ujjwal's bat. Ujjwal Goel and Aryan Patni, the opening pair for team Chargers. 100 runs to win. That's a long chase. The ball will win the race. That was a loose delivery and dot shot boundary now. With that boundary, the score now on to 4. A smallish target to defend will have to be right on the money, especially the new ball bowlers. Two runs in the form of wide runs. Now Aryan on strike. For the first time in this match, he's been in such good form and he will be facing the Sultan of Swing, Kishore Pandey. Good backup by Chanpreet. He had a shy the non-strikers, and with that single, the score now on to 7. That's a good pickup and throw by Sundareshan. Very quickly onto the ball. With that single, the score now on to 8. KP bowling from the far end. 100 runs to win this match. That fuller length delivery cover driven by Aryan to the man in the deep. A single added. A good start. Your score on to 9 for no loss. One more ball to come in this over. Ten on the board at the end of that first over from KP. Yes, the left arm orthodox spinner being introduced pretty soon in the attack. He will bowl with the new ball from the commentary box, and a very accomplished bowler. One of the finest links in the bowling lineup of Team Gangsters, Yatin. He's been very good right through this tournament, and today too he will be looking to make an impact. Nicely turned around the corner. It's a slightly heavy outfield. We will wait and watch. Enough fit on that ball to go past the boundary. With that dot shot boundary, the score now on to 14. Slightly down the leg side, and just given the direction by Ujjwal. Nicely punched on the back foot. Straight to Ayush. With a single score on to 15, and Arvind now on strike. It will be slightly more of a challenge for Yatin to grip onto that new ball. Not so easy. But because this wicket is so conducive to spin bowling, he's been given the responsibility to bowl with the new ball. Well played, a good piece of fielding. This is good cricket. A nice pickup and a quick return. He had to sprint to go back into his crease, Aryan. Bowling slower through the air, getting some good turn there. Well timed. Ujjwal looking to dominate, playing with reasonable confidence, and is starting to make an impact in this tournament. Is starting to flourish, Ujjwal. Score at the end of 2 overs, 21 for no loss. Off to a good start, just 100 to win. Yes, the only way that Team Gangsters can stay in contention to win this match is to pick up quick wickets. So the key will be how Kingshuk marshals his resources, and once again the ball has been given to Kishore Pandey. Very experienced, one of the prominent 45 plus cricketers, and he's got the job cut out for him here. Can be dangerous if he finds his bowling rhythm. Both these batsmen for Team Chargers are in good touch, in good form. Aryan Patni and Ujjwal. Well bowled, through with his shot a little early. Fortunately, that ball didn't carry to the man at short point. With that single, the score on to 22. The man of the moment, Aryan. Not much swing in that, short in length, punched away to the vacant Dupish point region. Just what the doctor ordered. Dot shot boundary to the blade of Aryan takes the score to 26. The first dot shot boundary to the credit of Aryan. Well bowled, and that was swinging in to the batsman in the block hole, nicely dug away. That was well bowled by Kishore Pandey. That single takes the score to 27. Shot in length, nicely pulled away. Good timing. The placement also absolutely spot on. The new ball bowlers are proving to be slightly expensive. Whenever a loose delivery has presented itself, both these batsmen have played the aggressive shots, treating the bowling on merit. But these two batsmen have the capacity to make those good deliveries to look like ordinary deliveries. They are so talented. 31 for no loss. We went to the third over. Kishore Pandey to bowl his final delivery in this over. The man on strike, Ujjwal Goel. Well bowled, a good testing delivery, that one in the block hole, end of a slightly expensive over by Kishore. Score at the end of 3 overs for Team Chargers, 31 for no loss. And looks like Yatin will wait and watch. He's been given the ball and he will continue his spell from the commentary box end. 102 balls and 69 runs to win this match. The required run rate 4.06. Yes, indeed. Yatin has been one of the best left armers in this tournament, no doubt about it. Nicely driven. Ujjwal has grown in confidence, grown in stature. Is making this tournament his own. Starting to flourish in good form. Coming in with the arm into his pads. Score remains stationary on 33. 67 required of 98 balls at this stage. With 10 wickets in hand, the required run rate 4.10. Very short, gets the treatment that it deserved. He really pounced onto that loose one in style. With that dot shot boundary to are in the score on to 37. A good comeback delivery. Very well bowled. End of the fourth over, the scoreline reads 37 for no loss. Aryan on to 13 runs, having faced 11 balls with the help of 2 boundaries. On the other hand, Ujjwal, who's looked more aggressive, is on to 22 of just 13 balls with the help of 4 dot shot boundaries. This is a very formidable opening pair here in the form of Ujjwal and Aryan. Indeed, Aryan has made a habit of carrying his bat. The last 3 innings for him have been not out innings. He's off to a good start here. Some cricket still left to be played in this match. You never know. And to continue his spell, once again it will be Kishore Pandey from the far end, the man on strike with the full sleeves. Ujjwal. He really executes this punches on the back foot to such a nicety. So much confidence in those shots. Playing well, flourishing at this stage of the tournament. These are good signs for Team Chargers. Nicely played with soft ends, ample time to scamper home for that quick run. That single takes the score to 39. The current run rate exactly 9 and over. The asking run rate just a little less than 4 and over now. Loose delivery dispatched from side, dispatched with disdain. And when Ujjwal is in this kind of a form, this delivery had written a boundary all over it in bold letters, dot shot boundary. Ujjwal Goel looking to now dominate the proceedings. Is on to 27. Straight away, no, the call from Ujjwal, the score stationary on the 43. Into the stands, over the mid-wicket fence. What a lusty blow. Ketal Sanya Construction 6 takes the score to 49. Just 1 run short of the 50-run mark. That current run rate is now more than 9 and over. 10.14. Well timed, man stationed in the deep. He misses that one. One more dot shot boundary. 50 runs up on the board for Team Chargers in quick time. This is a clinical onslaught, especially from Ujjwal Goel. Ujjwal is slowly but surely coming out of the shadows of players like Aryan Patni. Daksh is starting to create a niche for himself. He's playing with so much of panache. He will really love this innings. And this is good news for the captain. Daksh Ujjwal in this kind of a form will always be a treat to watch. Yes, 47 to win of 90 balls. The required run rate just 3.33. And Chanpreet Singh now being asked to bowl from the commentary box end. Yes, one of the owners of Team Gangsters, and always he's supported his team. He's maintained a very positive environment. One of the key members, definitely. And today he's got a chance to present himself as a player. Aryan's strike rate at this stage 142. Pulled away into the deep. A single added with that single. The score now on 254. Yes, a warm welcome to Uday Bhai Jain, our governing council member, and also Himang Bhai Pandit. Welcome, sir. Very well bowled, perfect length. कश्मकश में थे उज्जवल के फ्रंट पे खेलूं या बैकफुट पे खेलूं. अच्छी गेंद. उस एक रन के साथ रन संख्या 55 रनों पर इस इनिंग्स का छठा ओवर करते हुए चरणप्रीत सिंह वालिया। बहुत ही सटीक तरीके से खेलते हुए इस वक्त गेंदबाजी को मेरिट पर ट्रीट करते हुए और बहुत ही पॉजिटिव सोच के साथ आते हैं, बहुत ही ज्यादा फोकस्ड होते हैं आर्यन। अपनी काबिलियत पर जबरदस्त विश्वास, बहुत बेहतरीन अप्रोच, उम्दा एटीट्यूड। बहुत ही अच्छी फील्डिंग, डीप मिड विकेट पर 2 रन्स बचाए। बेहतरीन फील्डिंग, काफी शॉर्ट गेंद थी, काफी समय मिला उज्जवल गोयल को बैकफुट पर अपना उस पुल शॉट को एग्जीक्यूट करे। बड़ी तेजी से अच्छे लक्ष्य की तरफ बढ़ते हुए 20 गेंदों में 40 रन्स बना चुके उज्जवल। मौका था, मिस कर गए। अच्छी फील्डिंग, वहां पर केवल एक ही रन से संतुष्ट होना होगा। उस एक रन के साथ रन संख्या 60 रनों पर बिना कोई नुकसान 60 रन, करीबन 200 की स्ट्राइक रेट इस वक्त उज्जवल की। एक एक्स्ट्रा रन, वाइड गेंद, काफी अरसे के बाद मैच में गेंदबाजी कर रहे। आउटसाइड ऑफ स्टंप लगातार वाइड्स करते हुए स्ट्राइक पर आर्यन इस वक्त 16 रनों पर और उज्जवल ने 41 रन बनाए हैं। कितने करेक्ट खेलते हैं आर्यन, देखिए अच्छी गेंद को पूरा सम्मान भी देते हैं और जब कभी लूज गेंद मिले तो बड़ा शॉट भी खेलते हैं। 6 ओवर की समाप्ति पर रन संख्या 64 रन बिना कोई नुकसान के। It looks like a change in ends for Yatin. Will be bowling from the far end. That is the end from which Yatin has bowled most of his overs in this tournament, and he will be more than happy to once again bowl from that end. Bowling with a new ball was a bit of a challenge, not able to grip the new ball, and he will be much more comfortable to bowl with this semi-new ball, and especially from the end that he really likes to bowl from, the far end. Aryan on strike. Kishore Pandey has missed on that one. A good chase. One extra run added with that couple. The score now on to 66. So we enter the 7th over, which has just about started. Just one ball has come in the 7th over. Aryan on to 19 of 16 balls with 2 boundaries, and Ujjwal on to 41 of 21 balls. White ball. 67 now. With that extra run. 33 more to win of 83 balls with all wickets in hand. That's a dolly offered there. Dispatch towards the deepish cover region for a dot shot boundary. 71. Just 29 runs to win of 82 balls. The required run rate just 2.12. Once again, a good innings by Aryan. A good pickup and throw by Karan Bhai. Just home in the nick of time. That initiative was taken by Ujjwal, and he responded in quick time. Aryan has scored 288 runs in this tournament. Is still going strong. He occupies the number 4th spot as far as the orange cap standings are concerned. Till this stage, he has come unbeaten on 3 occasions, and his average and strike rate both at 140 plus. This is unbelievable. Aryan Patni on a song. Already unbeaten on 3 occasions, and today is an opportunity to once again carry his bat through. Remains to be seen. This can be a funny game. So really do not want to be predicting anything. If Chandpreet had to rush, maybe there could have been a chance. With that single, the score at the end of 7 overs, 75. 25 runs to win of 78 balls with all wickets in hand. The current run rate 10.71. The required run rate now less than 2 and over. All the senior cricketers enjoying Prasad Karkera. Shrivels by Pramod Kashyap. Advocate Vaibhav Bagadia, everybody enjoying the proceedings. And looks like, yes, it is Prakash Linga now to bowl from the commentary box end. The man on strike, the man in silken touch. Ujjwal. Ujjwal on to 43 of 23 balls with the help of 6 dot shot boundaries and 1 K Talsania construction 6. The score 75 for the loss of no wickets at the end of 7 overs. The 8th over about to get started, and the man to bowl, Linga. Starts off with the white ball. A consecutive wide. Trying to deliberately drag that ball outside the off stump, but quite wide. Into the stumps. Is grasped that catch. That was a chance. And even the umpire was shocked. With that single, the score on to 78. Playing with deft touch, continuing to play so correctly, very focused. Has really put a price on his wicket, will not throw it away. He's gone to the grind once again today. One for the throw, easily taken. With that couple, the score now on to 81. Just 19 more to win now of 73 balls. The required run rate just 1.5 now. Ujjwal on 46. Yes, and yes, a half century to the credit of Ujjwal. What an innings. Is more than happy, and even the whole team will applaud that half century. Even Karan by giving him applause, and why not? Well played. The last few matches have really been so good for Ujjwal. This opening pair of Ujjwal and Aryan looks so formidable. They really do complement each other so well. Only one over has gone for just 6 runs. All the rest of the overs have gone for more than 10. The fourth over bowled by Yatin had gone for just 6 runs. All the other overs have gone for 10 plus. Yes, we have a look at the purple cap holder Sanjit Srivastava. 7 matches, 18 wickets, average of 7. And the best figures for Sanjit, 4 for 16. King Shuk now to bowl from the far end. Aryan to face him. Happy to just take the single. Putting the bowling on merit has really been his USP, and still continuing to do so. What a staggering average to the credit of Aryan. Has taken the height. And what a catch there. Brilliant man. Chandpreet Singh Walia. What a catch. That wasn't easy. Yes, we will check for that legality. We'll check. Fair delivery. Ujjwal taking that long walk back to the pavilion after having played a very useful knock, 50 plus a half century in this match will be good news for team Chargers. And it is the captain now coming in to have some practice. Daksh. Partnership worth 86 coming to an end, courtesy that fine catch by Chandprit Singh Walia in the deep. The new man in the captain, Mr. Dynamism.
My name is Daksh Agarwal. I'm a right-handed batsman and a left-arm spinner, and my favorite ball is the arm ball.
Yes, Daksh Agarwal, Mr. Dynamism personified. Aryan. Whenever Aryan comes to bat, there is a sense of urgency. There's a buzz in the air. He's ticked all the boxes correctly. He brings so many options to the table for Daksh. And now that even Ujjwal Goel is in good form, this is a welcome addition. And this opening pair of Ujjwal and Aryan Patni looking so formidable. There was a good delivery, an awkward bounce. Straight away off the mark, Daksh. With that single score on 288, and Aryan is on to 28 of 22 balls with the help of 3 boundaries. That feel of the ball on the bat will, yes, make him feel good. Just 10 runs to win off 66 balls. Yes, as Karan Bhai has mentioned, there will be no drinks. Thank you. Yes, one more statistic on offer, courtesy the app, Crick Heroes app. If Team Chargers win this match in 12.1 overs, before 12.1 overs, they automatically get to the second spot. They're well and truly on their way. Yes, Nitin and Jayesh are doing a good job alongside Jonty. They've been of great assistance. And of course, Pramod Bhai, Kashyap, Vijesh Bhai monitoring the things. Down the leg. Yeah. Straying down the leg side, Linga. Yeah, is indeed one of the premium players for Gangsters, Prakash Linga. This tournament has been reasonable for Prakash Linga. Good timing, the placement spot on as well. With that dot shot round with the score now on to 97. Just 3 more to win. 3 balls to come in this 10th over and 3 runs to win this one. Well thought, a slow Yorker, very well bowled. As I mentioned, this has been a reasonably good tournament for Prakash. The scores are level. Will Aryan be able to hit that winning run? Remains to be seen. Just 1 run required. Yes, congratulations to team Chargers for this emphatic win, and one more time Aryan Patni is unbeaten. Goodness me, what a period he's going through, Aryan. Yes, we'll have a look at the points table. There, as you can see, Team Riders occupying the #1 spot, and Team Chargers, having played 6 matches, are at the #2 spot. Team Super Kings, now having played all their 7 matches, moved down to the #3 spot, and Team Warriors languishing at the #4 spot. So Team Warriors and Team Chargers, tomorrow's match will finally decide which team occupies the #2 spot. If a Team Chargers win tomorrow's match, they will continue to be at the #2 spot. But if Team Warriors win tomorrow's match against Team Chargers, then any of the 3 teams, Team Super Kings, Team Chargers and Team Warriors, could move on to that #2 spot. So tomorrow's final league match will indeed decide which team goes on to that crucial #2 spot. That is very important, coming into that #2 spot, as you get one extra chance to make it to the grand finale. So that will really be a very interesting scenario. Team Chargers versus Team Warriors, 2 teams to play their last league match tomorrow, and it all boils down to the net run rate. If Team Chargers win tomorrow's match, it is no rocket science that they will be at the #2 spot. But if they lose tomorrow's match against Warriors, 3 teams will be tied at 10 points each. Team Chargers, Team Super Kings and Team Warriors, and then the calculators will come out of the draw. So remains to be seen. An interesting scenario. Much to look out for tomorrow. Everybody will be having their keen eyes on tomorrow's match. That gaining that #2 spot is very, very important, guys. Yes, in the next couple of minutes, we will get this presentation ceremony started with. Yes, a cheery good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. May I request both the teams to please come into the presentation arena, especially the players of Team Gangsters. I'll request all you guys to please come up. And now may I invite our guests to please come up on stage to do the honors of this prize distribution function. We've got a very senior member, one of the founder members at the Goregaon Sports Club, KK Jain Saab. I'll request him to please come up on stage, and alongside him, may I invite the owner of Team Chargers, Nitin Ji Singhal, to please come up on stage. And also I'll request Pankaj Bhai Goel, the father of Ujjwal, to please come up on stage. These 3 gentlemen will do the honors of the prize distribution function. A warm round of applause for our guests, KK Jain Saab, Nitin Bhai Singhal and Pankaj Bhai Goel. Yes, Pankaj Bhai will be a very happy man with the kind of innings that Ujjwal played, and why not? A very good innings, a very purposeful innings, and is in great touch now. Yes, Team Gangsters, a few players are there in the tent. I'll request all of them to please come up. Kishore Pandey sir, aaiye jaldi. We'll just take another 5-7 minutes to get through with. Yes, chale, straight away I'll request King Shuk to please come up on stage. A big round of applause for King Shuk. संजीव कन्हैया जी का भी मैं हमारे मंच पर स्वागत करता हूं. Welcome, sir. King Shuk, the end of the journey in this tournament, but lots of cricket left to be played as we move into the season ahead. Just your closing remarks, King Shuk.
Definitely, Chargers clearly showed why they have qualified, why they are in the top 4. They played like that today. And for Gangsters, it was a testing game. We were just trying some different combinations, and we're definitely going to take some positives from here so that the next year the same players can perform pretty well. And it is a learning process. I guess we will come back harder next year.
Thank you so much. Always so good with his words, not just words, a dynamic player. Once again, a big thank you, King Shuk, for leading your team so well. Unfortunately, this tournament didn't belong to you, and now it will once again be Daksh to come alongside us on stage. A happy man, and why not? Congratulations, and Ujjwal and Aryan now looking one of the most formidable opening pairs in this tournament. This is good news for you.
Yeah, good news. Aryan was always there, but Ujjwal's finally got his 50. He's not shown that he can actually hit a 50. 45, 46 he's getting out. So I'm really happy for him that he's got this 50. And yeah, it's good that he's scoring runs. It gives us some more value, and it helps me to trust more in him that that Ujjwal's there at any point of time he can score runs for us.
Yes, definitely more resources to be marshaled by the captain, and presently you guys are at the number 2 spot. Tomorrow's match will really decide which team stays at the number 2 spot. If Team Warriors win tomorrow's match, either Team Super Kings, either Team Warriors, or either Team Chargers can occupy that much wanted number 2 spot. But if Team Chargers win tomorrow's match, the calculators will stay inside the draw. So it's an interesting situation out there. Tomorrow's match will be a very interesting match.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Team Warriors is eyeing for that second spot. Is only when Chargers versus Warriors, the last league match, will actually be a good and exciting match. Everyone wants the tournament to end on a high note, so I hope Warriors is coming out all guns blazing.
Thank you, and wishing you the best as we move in to the business end of this tournament. And now to hand over the man of the match award, I'll request Jain Saab and Goel sir to please do the honors to collect his man of the match award. There were quite a few contenders today: Ujjwal, Vivek Bhai Nasaria, Aryan, and as Karan Bhai always mentions that we will go with the app as always. The man of the match award goes to Aryan Patni for his innings of 34 runs of 27 balls with 4 boundaries, 4 overs, and he also picked up 3 wickets, an all-round display. Yes, KK Jain Saab and Ujjwal sir handing over the Aryan, you're coming, making a habit. Not for the first time, somebody is trying to snatch the mic from me. Straight away to Aryan. Straight away.
I want to give this award to Vivek uncle because the spell he bowled got us into the match. So yeah.
Aryan, once again in the thick of things, you're making a name for yourself, and the law of average isn't coming to you. The law of average is still away from you. Once again, unbeaten. This is silken touch. You're going through honeymoon period here.
Yeah, I'm just playing my role well, so that's it. I'm just making sure I play the whole 20 overs, and other guys are there to score the runs. Ujjwal played really well, so there was no pressure on me.
Thank you and wish you all the best. And we've got that hat-trick ball to be. Yes, I'll request Single sir to please give away the ball with KK Jain sir. KK Jain sir and Single sir for this brilliant spell. 4 wickets. Kya baat hai, including a hat-trick. Congratulations, and Vivek Bhai will be more than happy. Yes, that's the way. Thank you, and yes, with this we come to the end of this evening, and we really, yes, Vivek Bhai, क्या बात है, not just a win but a dream spell, Vivek Bhai, क्या बात है, 4 wickets, that will really make you confident.
Waiting for this. I'm able to thank my captain Daksh Agarwal for giving me this opportunity today, and I could deliver the goods, and hopefully we are on the winning side. Really thank you to Daksh, my captain.
Thank you, yes, and is coming into the limelight here, Vivek Bhai Nasser with a good spell. Thank you. With this, this is the end of this evening. We see you tomorrow sharp at 6:30. Tomorrow's match, Team Warriors versus Team Chargers, the last league match, and we need to keep this momentum. Thank you to all the supporters. Thank you to all the cricket enthusiasts for making their presence felt in good numbers. See you tomorrow. Good night. God bless.